The bearded one, James Harden, is entering the last year of a $47.1 million deal. He's got a player option. He's got a week to decide if he's going to opt in or opt out of that deal. According to Woj at ESPN, the expectation is James Harden will opt into the last year of his deal and negotiate a contract with the Sixers to potentially extend that bad boy out for 2-3 more years. Maybe not at max level money, but it will be significant. So what I'm taking from that is probably between somewhere $35 to $45 million, which ain't max money, but it's a lot of money that Philadelphia would have to commit to the bearded one for a couple more years. I expect him alongside Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid to be the nucleus in Philadelphia going forward. I just don't see the Sixers giving up on James Harden as of right now. I don't think the Sixers have as much leverage as I believe the Brooklyn Nets have with Kyrie, meaning the Nets can say, yo, Kyrie, we don't believe anybody else wants you. You don't play a lot. You've given us only a third of the games that you've had available to you since you became a Brooklyn Net. We don't believe a team out there is going to pay you 40, 45, whatever million dollars a year for you to sit out and make your mind up game to game when you decide to play or not. James is a little different. If Harden went into unrestricted free agency this offseason, somebody would pay James Harden $30, $35 million. Now, it might be a situation that he doesn't like. It might not be competing for a championship. I guess a question would be, would James be willing to do that at this point in his career? He's entering the age of 33 going into next year. My assumption is James Harden, a team would find a way to acquire him. I don't know if it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers. We'll see what happens with the Chicago Bulls and Zach LaVine. Again, a couple of these teams don't have money today, but I believe signing trades will be all over the place to acquire a guy like James Harden if him and Philadelphia can't work out a longer-term deal. Again, I don't expect it to be a 5-year deal, but I would expect if Harden opts in to the last year of his deal, which would mean he'll be in Philadelphia for 22-23, the Sixers are probably going to have to give him at least 2 additional years, probably somewhere between $35 to $45 million a year to keep James happy, and that'll probably keep him there till 35, 36, which by that point in James's career, I'm not so sure he's going to want to sit around and be a role player. These might be the last 3 to 4 years we see of the bearded one. That's my expectation of James. I haven't heard that from anybody, but only time will tell. I expect, though, when it's all said and done, Philadelphia and James Harden to work something out.